2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the WNBA.
Hello and welcome. It's the WNBA here on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got the Minnesota Lynx playing against the Dallas Wings. With analysts Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you with us. And it's going to be the Wings off the tip. The season's starting to take more shape now. Tim, we have a better idea of who the real championship contenders might be.
There's nothing like playing the games. We talk all offseason about who the favorites are, who we expect to see at the top of the standings. Now we're in the heart of the season. We see the contenders.
This is when you really look around the league, try to gauge the strengths and the weaknesses of each team. So if you are a top team, everyone else is drawing up ways to stop you.
Now here's Collier. Takes it out to Augustus. 5 to shoot. Pass to Sims. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Wings. Outside Agunbowale. Here's McGee Stafford. Thornton, covered by Collier. To the middle. Here's Diggins Smith. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Consistently carrying a solid workload, Diggins Smith has proven her ability to succeed at this level.
Now here is Sims. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Thornton outside. Back to Diggins Smith. Here's Agunbowale. No good with the triple. Now the Lynx with it. Pulls it from the elbow. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Now Thornton. Johnson. Inside. A nice shot by Diggins Smith.
Not normally someone feeding others. Johnson found her wide open. Good pass.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Collier. Here's the three. That one doesn't drop. Outside Diggins Smith. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Thornton covered by fouls. Thornton's shot is good.
Early on, nearly perfect from the floor. Just one miss on their first 5 shots.
Augustus outside. To the left side wing. Here's Sims. Not gonna go that time. Skylar Diggins Smith with a defensive effort.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that, and really that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
The first one falls. What an impressive career Fowles has had. Multiple championships, finals, MVPs, and all-star none. And she's done it with a strong presence in the paint. Scoring, shot blocking, you name it inside, she's done it.
Both shots good from the stripe. And with Fowles, she's not only an icon in the league, she's a terrific teammate as well.
Yeah, she's more than willing to act as a mentor for others because people see her success and want to emulate it. So to me, Sylvia is nothing short of a class act as she brings the intensity of both ends, night in and night out.
Outside Sims. Pass to Augustus. Back to Sims. Skylar Diggins-Smith with a defensive effort.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
The high floater.
Well played right there. There's no question which team has the momentum.
It does look like this lead is headed north.
Now here is Sims, guarded by Diggins-Smith. Pass to Dantas. Shoots over Johnson. Johnson with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. A nice shot by Diggins-Smith.
They're really struggling defensively. Too many easy buckets. I mean, what was the coach's game plan?
Who knows? And that's a really embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now here is Sims. Pass to Collier. Yep, count it.
Well, what you're seeing right now is Sims' playmaking ability on full display. She sees things that other players don't.
Here's Diggins-Smith. 10 points for her. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
And one of the smarter players in the league, Diggins-Smith, really knows what she's doing out there. Skylar's understanding of the game comes from her hours of tape study.
Shooting 2.
And she knocks down the first one. Well, guys, Diggins-Smith's high basketball IQ can be seen in her wide range of moves.
Definitely. A knowledgeable guard, Skylar has a knack for countering defensive adjustments, and with good awareness, she reads defenses well and excels in the pick and roll. And you talk to her coaches, and they'll all tell you that they can trust her to run the offense. And Skylar Diggins-Smith, such a huge part of this team. She's a fantastic playmaker who goes right at the defense, and I like to call her the catalyst for her team.
Now here is Sims. Back to fouls. Augustus. Rebounded by Glory Johnson. With Diggins-Smith, she is just relentless when on the floor.
The way she can push the tempo can shape this team's offense, create so many good looks for herself and others. Also, quite simply, one of the most entertaining players to watch in the league.
Here's Minnesota, trailing by 10. Pass to Sims. Back to Augustus. And here's fouls, guarded by Diggins-Smith. Augustus, no good. Here's Agunbowale. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. Out to the wing. Skylar Diggins-Smith outside. That shot off the mark. The Lynx go the other way with it. Here's Collier. The putback. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
So tenacious on the offensive glass. Fouls has led the WNBA in O boards a few times.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
Well, the Lynx have had so many leaders during their fantastic run as a franchise, but right now, you have to say this is Maya Moore's team, and she just does so much as a leader on both ends of the floor.
So both teams making some changes here. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Robinson covering. Here's Stevens. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And Moore, the versatile small forward, she can dominate in so many ways.
Maya has those quick hands on defense and gets you so many extra possessions. Great spot-up shooter from outside. Very hard to keep in front of you, also when she drives to the basket.
Now here's Robinson. Here's Talbot. Clock at 4. It's hauled in by Harrison.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Pass to Jefferson. Odyssey Sims with the steal. And no good. So Dallas will take it the other way. Thornton, she's covered by Sims. Now here is Stevens. Gray right side. Back to Stevens. And Temi Fagbenle with the block. Harrison gets the bucket.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
They were ready to go right from the opening tip.
Now here is Sims. Pass to Fagbenle. Clock at 6. To the inside. The rebound by the Wings.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
And here's Harrison. Jefferson outside. Thornton. Shoots over Fowles. Excellent D there from Sylvia Fowles. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
A notable finisher around the rim. Sims doesn't want any weak spots in her game, and I admire that.
Now here's Jefferson. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Thornton outside. With some arc, and she sinks the layup.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific, exactly the start they were hoping for.
Sims up top. She's covered by Jefferson. Pass to Fowles. Over Harrison. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
She didn't luck into that one. She knew just where to be when the shot went up.
Dallas with the ball. 10-point lead. Jefferson outside. Elbow shot on the way. And the jumper falls for her.
Defensively, they've been a step slow early on.
Allowing too many open shots. They've seemed a little sluggish.
Now here is Sims. From deep three-point range. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Wings out in front, up by 12. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And the Wings have been really rolling along here, haven't they?
Really just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense through one.
Not a lot of stalls for them on the offensive end here.
And here are the Lynx now. A 12-point game. Christmas Kelly outside. Stevens grabs the board.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Jefferson. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thornton. Minnesota grabs the miss.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
It's Danielle Robinson on the wing. Back to Christmas Kelly. Pass to Talbot. Fouls. She's guarded by Stevens. And that one's good. Fouls.
You think Fowles just stumbled her way into all these All-Star Game appearances? No way. It's a result of her energizing play on the court.
Here's Gray. Thornton outside. Gray outside. Shoots over Christmas Kelly. Second chance shot. And almost gets it to go, but instead she'll shoot 2 free throws.
An efficient, accurate free throw shooter. Gray is not the person you want to send to the line.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one. And she makes the first.
What a year 2017 was for Alicia Gray. First, she wins a national title for South Carolina in the city of Dallas, and then just a couple weeks later, Gray was drafted 4th overall by Dallas.
And so she makes both from the line. Well, for Gray, what a smooth transition into the pro game.
It was really amazing. I mean, Gray had no issues adjusting, winning 2017 Rookie of the Year with the Wings, a pure scorer capable of huge nights.
Robinson, shot's good.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Jefferson, Robinson covering. Pass to Stevens. Thornton. Jefferson with it. Launches a 3. The Wings with another miss. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Here's Fagbenle, covered by Thornton. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. She misses the free throw. Both teams deciding to change it up. And she's good on the second.
I've heard Fowles' coaches and teammates rave about her big heart and charming personality, always there for her team. Sylvia's a player that lifts the spirits of those around her.
Now here's Diggins Smith. 12 points for her. Here's Agumbawale. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I'm a fan of that physical play from Agumbawale. Plays like that will help her develop into a star.
Christmas Kelly with it. Guarded now by Agumbawale. Now here is Augustus. Defense is right there. Pass to Shepard. Augustus, guarded by Diggins Smith. And again, no good by Minnesota. Another thing about Fowles' locker room presence, she's someone everybody has trust in.
Unselfish and caring. She's the perfect teammate. Doesn't get on teammates for silly things, so when Sylvia speaks, people listen. Stays engaged and gives 110% effort. Coaches love to coach her, and love to see that.
That one drops for her.
Check out the handles on Agumbawale in the pick and roll. She moves so fluidly on the hardwood.
Pass to Shepard. Out to the left wing. Augustus outside. Stolen by Diggins Smith. Here we go, one-on-one. That one is off. Some solid defense from Damiris Dantas. Now Christmas Kelly. Good D by Arike Agumbawale. Here's the floater. Great D that time from Karima Christmas Kelly. Pass to Augustus. The shot comes out, and Dallas the other way now. Here's Gray. It's good. The assist that time from Skylar Diggins Smith.
Reads the defense so well. It's really what makes Diggins Smith the top-notch point guard she is.
Christmas Kelly outside. Here's Dantas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dallas with the ball. Gray outside. Pass to McGee Stafford. Gets an open look and hits.
That mid-range jumper is a great thing to have in your bag of tricks, and they've really unleashed it today.
You know, some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
Now here is Augustus. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. 6 to shoot. Let's loose for 3. It's rebounded by McGee Stafford. And it's the Wings ball. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Diggin Smith. Outside, Agunbowale. Floats one. And it's good on the land.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots there.
Now here is Augustus. Pass to Shepard. Christmas Kelly. Shepard guarded by Diggin Smith. Here's Augustus. Recovered. Christmas Kelly with it. Dantas. Here's Shepard. Now Augustus. Guarded now by Agunbowale. And it's in.
What a clean look. Big credit to Christmas Kelly. She had the awareness to find the open player.
And the Wings call time here. And guys, the way the game is played today, more wide open, fast paced, does that put more strain on bigs physically?
Yeah, I'd say so. Running up and down the court, it's always physically draining, especially for bigs. But as the game adapts, so do the players. So I think they'll be okay in the long run.
Well, yeah, and today's WNBA players are such great athletes, so I'm not sure how much it really matters. And with all the advancements in nutrition and training and sleep, players just know how to maintain their bodies and athleticism.
Now here's Gray. Shoots over Dantas. Gray, that's good.
Well, you know what they say, when it rains, it pours. So grab an umbrella because another jump shot tickles the twine.
Well, Brian, I put my best jacket on. They've got it flowing, and they're putting together a nice run.
Here's Dantas. Here's fouls. And it's Minnesota scoring again.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
And here is Diggin Smith. Pass to Gray. And she lobs up toward the rim. Augustus outside. Collier right side. Sims guarded now by Agunbowale. Goes up high post. No good off the back of the rim.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely. On the other side, really not much resistance put up.
Arike Agunbowale on the wing. Pass to Thornton. The Wings with another miss.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Outside Robinson. Right wing. Here's Talbot. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Thornton outside to the wing on the left. Now here's Jefferson. Tight defense on her. Thornton outside. Jefferson outside. No good from three-point territory. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And Blake, from what we've seen so far, if I were you, for your health, don't hold your breath.
Yeah, that'd be a very bad idea. Dallas with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Ogunbowale with it. 6 points for her. Shot to end the cold run. Oh, baby! Did you see that? She can, the buzzer beater!
And that is a dagger on the way to the locker room. I don't care how you look at it. That three-pointer feels like a six-pointer coming when it did right at the end of the half.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Wings out in front, up by 16. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. A fantastic game from Diggins Smith in this one.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
And this Dallas Wings franchise, several championships under their belt, one in 2003, 2006, and 2008. Dominant decade for the team.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
The floater, and the layup is up and in. And the titles you mentioned, those all coming when the team was located in Detroit.
Yeah, the latest version of the franchise is still looking for their first title, but Dallas has shown they're committed to getting this team back to competing for rings. Now, it won't be easy, but they're starting to build something special here in Dallas.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation, went over and back.
Another turnover for them, but guys, really on the whole, when you look at this game, I think they've done a good job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Now here is Augustus, outside Sims. And it's blocked by Imani McGee-Stafford. Pass to Diggins Smith, and it's Sims with the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
Tough break for the D, took the hit and drew the whistle.
But she was late to get there. The ref couldn't give her a free pass on that one.
Here's McGee-Stafford. Johnson. Now Diggins Smith. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. It's going to be on Nafisa Collier.
Yeah, born and raised in South Bend, Indiana, it was cool to see Diggins Smith stay in state to play collegiate basketball.
She's off on the first.
You know, I've always enjoyed the intensity Diggins Smith plays with. To say Skylar is competitive is a massive understatement.
And the second free throw, good. And guys, Diggins Smith can certainly serve as her team's emotional leader.
Exactly. Skylar plays hard, and her teammates usually follow. Leadership kind of comes just natural to her. Coaches rave about her ability to bring the entire team together.
Now here is Sims. 10 points for her. Collier. Johnson defending. 5 on the clock. From downtown. It's rebounded by McGee-Stafford.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game.
Back to Gumbawale. And McGee Stafford gets it to go.
Well, using recognition and awareness, Agumbawale is able to make the unselfish delivery.
Augustus outside. Fouls. Pass to Sims. She gets that one.
I love to see it. Her confidence has come back since halftime.
Now here's Diggins Smith. She's covered by Sims. Outside Agumbawale. Some solid defense from Damiris Dantas. And here are the Lynx now. Down by 15. And that one's good. Fouls.
Oh, man. She is so good at making those lead passes.
Outside Agumbawale. Pass to Diggins Smith. Good for another basket. She's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Her efficient scoring. A nice lift to their offense tonight.
Fouls with it. Here's Sims. Dantas, covered by Thornton. Now here is Sims. The three is up. Augustus, no good.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's been the result for her over and over. I mean, she just cannot find the bottom of the bucket. If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they could really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
Sims. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Well, I never thought Odyssey Sims got the credit she deserved for winning a national title in college, but I guess that's what happens when you play alongside Brittany Griner. But make no mistake about it, Sims was the heart and soul of that team.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Sims really shined during her senior season.
Well, after Griner went first overall in the 2013 draft, Sims scored nearly 30 points per game her senior season without Brittany, showing she could carry a team. And WNBA teams certainly took notice. Sims went second overall in the 2014 draft.
And good on both.
Before becoming the second pick in the 2014 WNBA draft, Sims won a national championship as a collegiate basketball player.
Here's McGee Stafford. Back to Thornton. And she banks in the layup.
What a plus it is to get those looks in the paint.
Here's Minnesota. 15-point game. Now here is Sims. Defense right on her. Fouls with it. Thornton picks her up. Fouls, misses.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Jefferson outside. Back to Thornton. Johnson. She's guarded by Dantas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gray. And again, it's Dallas converting.
They're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
Now here is Sims. 14 points for her. Here's Shepard. Covered by Thornton. Shepard can't get it to go. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
And now the Lynx fast break. Sims with the bucket.
This quarter has brought out the best in her, and even though they're still trailing, she has been impossible to contain.
Now here's Jefferson. Pass to Johnson. Thornton. Knocked away. Stolen by fouls. Out of bounds. It'll go to the wings. Dallas with the ball. Now Harrison. Pass to Jefferson. Harrison. Thornton outside. Just 5 on the clock. From down in the low post, it goes.
She might be undersized as a 6'1 forward, but Thornton makes up for it with touch, finds ways to score down low.
Outside Robinson. Here's Christmas Kelly. And the 3 off target. And they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
Pass to Gray. McGee Stafford. On the wing, Kayla Thornton. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Lynx take it the other way. It's Karima Christmas Kelly on the wing. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Robinson. For 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Here's McGee Stafford. Harrison. McGee Stafford. Covered by fouls. Here's Gray. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Christmas Kelly, right side. Shepard. Fouls down low. Covered by Thornton. The offensive rebound. Here's Shepard. Pass to Fouls. Over Harrison. Out of bounds. It'll go to the wings.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
The Lynx making a switch here. Here's Jefferson. Pass to Gray. Now Harrison. Now here is Thornton. 10 points for her. And that one good. And here is Robinson. Fouls with it. She's covered by Jefferson. Here's Talbot. And the ball out of play. The Wings will have it.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
Both teams will make substitutions. So it's Dallas now. 16-point lead.
Over here.
Jefferson outside. Harrison in the post. She's covered by Sims. Count it.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Pass to Fouls. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, she certainly is not the one to blame for them being in the hole today. She's been right on the money.
Now here's Jefferson. Arike Agumbawale on the wing. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, it's just so hard to contain Agumbawale because she constantly attacks the defense and keeps the pressure on.
Yeah, it's her first trip to the line. First free throw is good. She hits both from the stripe.
I will never forget Agumbawale blowing up in college because of her clutch tournament baskets. Those were special.
Now here's Robinson. 5 points in the game. fouls. It's hauled in by Harrison.
Well, you love the tough D, especially inside.
And that's exactly what she gives you, Tim, constantly making her presence felt around the rim. You see, some players will try to overpower you at the rim, but she likes to elude you and trick you. She's got quickness and a soft touch. You know, you simply cannot say enough about her individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Wings out in front. They lead by 18. And we'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
She showed us she's got a little point guard in her with this tremendous setup.
That was a terrific pass, no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by her.